Good morning. It's turned out nice again. How's it going, guys? You all right? I just wanted to make as much noise as possible at the beginning of the video. I don't know which is louder, the coffee machine or the, what's it called? Blender? I don't know. How are you doing? You all right? It's a little bit dark through that window because Remy's gate's open. Thinks he can do what he wants, that dog. Don't know where he gets it from. Right. Un momento, por favor. No. Protein drink. I got some crushed ice in it as well. So, how you doing? You all right? I couldn't do any videos yesterday because I've got a throat infection which has kind of got onto my chest a bit. And if you joined me on the live stream yesterday, you know I was struggling a bit in the afternoon. You know, I just couldn't really talk, to be honest with you. And so yeah, I wasn't very well. And I've still got a sore throat and I'm still chesty and that, but I got some meds from the pharmacy last night, or after the stream yesterday. And yeah, it is what it is, you know what I mean? So I actually slept really well last night. I don't know if it's just of all the meds. It's unheard of for me to sleep well, and I did. So today I will be doing some videos. I need to do some videos. You know, I haven't spoke for a long time, and there's things I want to talk about. So, but I feel a little bit better than I did yesterday afternoon. It was very tight in my throat yesterday, so I really struggled. I should rest really, but things to do. You know what I'm saying, including drinking this. That's Advanced Diet Protein. It's from a company called Bulk Powders. No, I'm not affiliated to them in any way, shape or form. I'm just a customer. And I'm convinced this helps you lose weight if you take it consistently. I know what you're thinking, but it fucking working. Well, I don't take it consistently. And I have had my birthday, so I've been a bit of a naughty boy recently. But I went to England and I put 4 pounds on, and I've lost them 4 pounds since coming back. I reckon them bran flakes helped. How are you doing? You all right? So, Neil, William's brother-in-law, emailed me yesterday and came on the stream yesterday and said that Will was on life support. William, you know William is if you're a regular around these parts. He's our friend that we swear at because he thinks it's funny when we swear at him. And William was on life support, but I was told yesterday he came off life support and he's now breathing on his own. And they were hoping that today maybe he'd go back onto a ward. All right, so fingers crossed. I don't know if William will see this message, but if you do, get well soon, motherfucker. We need you back, William. We need you back on the streams with us. So yeah, I just wanted to update you guys with regards to that. So I also want to thank those lovely people that supported me on the stream yesterday at 2 o'clock, which of course included Jen and Daryl Kensington, Dean Hayes, Copites of Anfield, and Dean Hayes. I obviously included him twice. Why did I put him twice? That's interesting. Maybe he bought me 2 coffees. Who knows? But do you know what? Because I said him twice, I'm going to say Daryl Kensington again and Jen again and Copites of Anfield again. There we go. Everyone got mentioned twice. Thanks to you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 people supported me on that stream yesterday. And then, did we have any? They're what they're called. They're called super chats, aren't they? Then we have super thanks. And I got one yesterday from Daryl. Again, keep going with the amazing vids. Here's something towards a cuppa or a beer. Or if it comes to it, that me muscle to clear sink. Oh, does that mean Mr. Muscle? Do you know what? Yeah, my sink's blocked, yeah. I've got a plumber coming, but he can't come for 10 days. That's how busy he is. But my friend recommended him to me, so I'd rather stay with someone that's recommended it, I think. So, yeah, I can manage for 10 days. And I've sorted my own plumbing out now as well. Thank you, Daryl. I do appreciate that, brother. What else was I say? Oh yeah, the electrician came yesterday. Do you remember me telling you in yesterday's morning briefing that my electrics weren't working properly, and I had to turn the switch off in the house that has all the ceiling lights on so that I could use the sockets. If I put the switch on for the ceiling lights, everything in the house went off. So I got my electrician friend to come out yesterday. He's retired. He doesn't need to work anymore. He pointed it out to me yesterday. He's a great guy, and you know, he came to do me a favour, and he brought all his stuff, stood in the hall, put the switch up for the lights, and nothing happened. They didn't trip at all. And I was like, oh, when I got back from the airport, I said, I did put it up, and in 10 minutes it stayed on. And he went, right, well, I can stand here for 10 minutes and done. So we stood for 10 minutes and everything's fine. So that's good, right? But I felt a right numpty. Do you know what I mean? And I thought it was going to be like, you know, like an expensive job, like by the time he finished everything. So I didn't have any cash on me because I was thinking, well, when he finishes, he'll say, give us X, and I'll go, right, I'll just go to the bank. But because he was only here, I was like, well, you know, he was like, oh, don't worry about it, but I don't like that. I feel, you get me a drink when you say, I don't like being like that. Because I think a lot of people do take the piss, you know what I mean? So I was uneasy about that. I was like, well, I can send it to you. There's a system in Spain called Bizum or Bizum. And if you've got someone's telephone number, you can send them some money, you know what I mean? And it goes in their bank. I went, have you got that? And he went, no. So I feel bad, you know what I mean? And I have no intentions of going out to any bars to repay him. So I mean, he didn't really do anything, but he turned up, didn't he? He gave up his time to come to me, so I felt really bad about it. So I'll have to put that right when I can. So anyway, my electrics are working. What else have I got to tell you? We're going to do a live watch along tonight. Yeah, I mean, I'm not in the best of, you know what I mean? I don't really want to be shouting and bawling. But I'm going to do a live watch along tonight if you fancy it. Do come along. If you're watching the game, you know what I mean? Because you're like, man, I'm not going to go online. We'll jump on at half time if you want, or full time. Although at full time, I won't hang around. I'll be off because obviously I'm 1 hour ahead of the UK. And I'll have been sat there for a few hours, you know, so... But yeah, we'll do a watch along this evening if you'd like. And I think we'll do a live stream this afternoon at 2 o'clock as well. All right? So it'd be lovely to see you, if you can pop along to see me. Yeah, that'd be good. So, I ain't got what to tell you, to be honest, guys. If I tell you what I tell you, I'll have no videos to make. So, oh, I know what I wanted to give a mention to today. I just remembered. I want to give a shout out to Nick Patel. Nick Patel, who joined us on yesterday's stream. And Nick was saying that, you know, he was saying that my morning briefings, especially the morning briefings, have been helping him recently. Just one moment. I got some eggs on boil to eat later during the day, and they've just gone a little bit soft. No, the water stopped bubbling, I turned it down. Right, so Nick was saying that he's not been in a very good place recently, but he says, I've been watching your morning briefings, Nat Duncan, they really helped me. You know, like sometimes I think, I get a lot of messages like that, all right, and I always think, well, it's me, innit? It's just me, just Daft Duncan, innit? You know, but for whatever reasons, people do connect to certain things I say. And Nick came on the stream yesterday, and everyone was very supportive, as you would expect within my community here. And I think we put a little smile on his face, you know. It might be temporary. And the thing is, what I said to Nick, and I would say this to you as well, is that if you struggle in life, you know, if things are going wrong, you know, if you're worried about your health, someone's health, finances, relationship problems, you know, bereavement, whatever, it's really hard. I've experienced all of those things and continue to do on a running basis. And there are times when you think, I can't handle this shit anymore. You know, I've been there a couple of times. But what you have to understand is that, as I said to Nick yesterday, things do pass. They do pass eventually. Maybe not completely, always, but maybe they become more manageable. Maybe as well, I've got to be honest with you, if something's bad going on in your life, maybe it has to get a little bit worse before it gets better again. But don't give up, because it does get better. It does, it will get better, it will pass. But sitting around feeling sorry for yourself doesn't help either. I'm not talking about Nikki, I'm talking about myself, because I've been in that situation. And I would sit there and I'd be like, this, that, and it. And then you've got to think of people like William, in intensive care, life support machine, all his family, praying and hoping or whatever. And I've been there as well. So that's when you remind yourself and you think, hang on a minute, all the shit that's going on around me now, you've got to think there's people out there now, right now, as you're watching this video, there's people sat outside an intensive care unit, well, lots of intensive care units, all over the country, all over the world, praying for their loved one, just a good sign or something. And I've sat outside intensive care units for a long time. When my mum was very poorly, just before she died, she was in and out of intensive care during the 8 months. And I won't go into detail, but you see a lot in intensive care. And, when you sit round your loved one's bed, when you're allowed in, if something happens to someone in another bed, like a cardiac arrest or something, everyone has to leave. And it's a process that you go through. Everyone out. Everyone's going to get out, while they do their amazing attempts to keep us alive and that, right? And also intensive care is a very difficult place to look at people when they're struggling. Some people, I remember this before my mum went in, and someone said, your mum will go into, someone on one of my videos or on Cop Talk said, your mum will go into intensive care after her operation done. I'm just going to warn you what it's like in terms of the amount of, I was going to say cables, but lines and things and everything. And when someone's on a ventilator, it's incredibly difficult place to be. And when you sit outside an intensive care unit, you meet other families and you talk to them. And I remember this woman saying to me, my husband's in there, like, he's hurt his toe. He's just, like, he was gardening and he's hurt his toe in garden at home. He's ended up in here, now he's in intensive care. So he'd gone to the hospital, got an infection, ended up in intensive care. And she was there every day. And then one afternoon I went, she wasn't there anymore. And neither was he. Right? So life is something that you can't take for granted. And, you sit outside intensive care and you do see people come out, but you also see people come out. You know what I mean? So when you're feeling sorry for yourself, or what I do when I'm feeling sorry, this is not addressed to Nick at all. And I'm talking about me and the things that I've been through, because he's not feeling sorry for himself. I'm just saying that when I felt sorry for myself at times, I always think back to those memories. Do you know what I mean? And I think, there's people there right now like me, because I remember sitting there on Christmas Day thinking, all them people all around the world now together in a family unit, with the daft hats on, pulling crackers and whatnot. And I was like, I'd give anything for that. And I used to think things like, I'd give anything to sit in my lounge again just to watch telly. Not selfishly, like, fuck you, you're ill. It's just normality. And speaking to me, Mum, do you want a cup of tea? You know what I mean? And so sometimes you got to, like, not dwell if you can and just fucking accept it. And so, you know what, everything's shit. This morning, I got a text message this morning, from the government here with the usual, your next payment will be taken, a new payment that they set up in October 7th, I think it was, 7th of October or 5th, can't remember. So I'm sat having my coffee, boom, just to let you know, and I read it and I was like, do you know what I mean? It's like, how are you going to pay that? You know what I mean? All these things that are flying at us all the time. But somehow we do it, don't we? We've got to crack on, we've got to battle on, But so there's always fucking something. Always something. Like nothing. They don't text you to give you some good news, do they, to make your life easier. So all of us, every single one of us, we all have something to deal with, whether it's getting up and going to work, whether it's looking after kids, whether it's looking after a sick relative, whether maybe you live with your relatives, do you know what I mean? And, you know, I've got a friend of mine, he's in his 30s now, he still lives at home with his mum and dad. Because he lives down in London, he can't afford to fucking go anywhere. He's like, what am I going to do, Dunk? You know what I mean? Lovely lad. Wish I could live with my parents. Fucking do. But imagine that gets in your tits as well at times, I guess. But we all, you know, maybe your car's fucking broke down. You know, you're like, oh no. There's always something in life. There's always something in life. And I, like Nick was saying, you know, I don't know what's going on in his life. One moment, please. I don't know what's going on in his life. So, you know, when someone says, I've had mental problems, you don't know, do you? It's like, is it a little bit of worry? Is it fucking suicidal? You know what I mean? It could be anything. So you've always got to say, hey, you got us. You know, you got us. Because the minute he said, I've had problems, you know, mental problems, everybody that was in the stream, hey, come on, Nick, lad. You know, we're here together, a little family here. I mean, those people and me can't solve Nick's problems, whatever they are. We can't do that. But the best thing in the world, I think, when your head's not there, is to talk to people. And I used to scoff at that, growing up as a young man. Talk to people. Do you know what I mean? Like, my dad committed suicide, right? And they were like, and I was depressed after it, right? So they sent me to counselling. One thing I went to, I was like, oh, go and do it. So I went to one, like, thing. And I couldn't, like, my attitude at the time was like, how was this fucking idiot gonna, oh, okay. And they sit there nodding and all that. But you gotta do it. You gotta listen to people. And I think it was Miserable Martin that was in here yesterday. He'll probably comment if you look in the comments. I think he started going to a group now, and he said it's doing him the world of good. And I think if you can communicate and, you know, with other people that have been through similar things or have got similar problems, it's very helpful, because then you realise it's not just me that's being picked on by the universe, you know. So yeah, we've all got struggles, and I don't know, sometimes people do say, like, you know, I'm so depressed. Why are you depressed? Oh, well, I missed my bus for work this morning, and then I had a hard day at work. That's the people you want to throttle, isn't it? You know, the people that throw it around like, I don't know. But you see, Nick isn't, you know, like a name that I see all the time in the chats and that, you know, so, but now I know when Nick comes on today, if he does, he might not. He might not come on, I don't know. But the next time I see him, I'll remember his name. I'll say, how you doing, Nick? You all right? Because that's what you got to do, because Nick might be like, oh, fucking hell, someone does care about me. Do you know what I mean? I know we waffle on that, and I'm not waffling on my morning streams and that, but my heart's in the right place here. Oh, we can talk about Trent Alexander-Arnold and Virgil van Dijk and Mo Salah and tonight's game. Oh, we can all do that. But that's not all just about being a Liverpool fan. You know, you got to be there for other people as well, your fellow supporters. Well, you've got to be there for anyone in life, really. Because you don't know if when that person says, oh, I'm struggling, or I've been having a bad time, and if you go, all right, mate, yeah, nice one, yeah, and carry it and ignore them, that you might have been the last person that could plant that seed in their head that they are valued. Because Nick's valued. I'd be devastated if I don't see Nick around here again. And I'd always be thinking, well, where is he? You know? So you are valued. If you interact on this channel and comment and nice to other people and each other, you know, all of us, then you're valued. You are valued. You're always going to get people in life that are mean and nasty and thumbs down a video. They thumbs down my videos sometimes, you know. Do you know that little video of Harry I did the other week? Someone thumbs it down. Can you believe that? Imagine being a kid seeing it. Well, I don't know. Tells you more about them, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? I see it as a huge win when someone thumbs down a video, because I think that I've got into someone's head that much that they've had to do it. That's controlling them. That's how I see it. Because I think thumbs down in a video is one of the lamest things you can do. If I watch a video and think, oh, don't watch the video. Why would you do that? I don't know. I think some people, I think that, you know, I have my regulars that, you know, I can put a video on within 5 minutes, it'll be thumbs down, like before the video's even finished. So it's nothing to do with the content, it's just because they obviously don't like you or something. But I do like having that control over someone. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, you'll always get good and bad people and stuff, but you don't know what's going on in their life that makes them so bitter and miserable, do you? Do you know what I mean? I mean, was it yesterday? I don't know if it was yesterday, was it? I think it was yesterday. I was fucking raging yesterday morning before I did my video. Because there was a flood in the kitchen, there was water all over, my sink's still fucking blocked, my electric was cutting off. I knew this fucking tax thing with the government was looming. I was fucking raging and I was like, I've got to make a video and tell everyone I'm back. I was fucking angry. I was bunged up with this infection. You know what I mean? I was ready to argue. I'd have been thumbs down in every fucker yesterday, including myself. I wouldn't really. Not myself. It just does make me laugh when I put a video on and it's like, boom, straight on it. Alright, mate, whatever. Alright, so go on, fucking do it. Sad cunt. I'm in your mind, rent free. I don't know. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Makes you wonder. You see, I'm happy now. See, I've been grumpy in the last few years, on and off. Liverpool dictates my mood, though, as well. Remy's jumping all over the place. Remy, what are you doing? I can't really shout. Liverpool dictates my mood. You know what I mean? Like what's going on and that. But I must say, even though the summer was mental, I do miss it already. Because it gave us something to talk about. I think it was Gareth Turner on here yesterday, Copites of Anfield, says now to talk about, it's really slow. And I think Miserable Martin said the same thing. Red Raw LFC. I mean, he can make videos about anything. But like Martin was saying, I'm not just going to make a video about some weak fucking transfer story just to get a few views, you know what I mean? But I'm in a good place right now. I've had my fair share of bullshit. But ever since I went there and took that photograph, everything's been alright. Well, apart from fucking taxman fucking doing me in. And you could argue, well, if the taxman's taking money off you, you must have something for him to take, do you know what I mean? Well, it certainly don't feel that way, because, you know, every time they try and take money off you, I'm like, fucking hell, you know what I mean? Like, that is for sure. But yeah, I'm alright now, I've got a girlfriend now. You know what I mean? That's alright, innit? I mean, if you want to be single, stay single. You know what I'm saying? There's some benefits to it. But I'm not one of them guys, you know what I mean? Like, I could have had a lot of fun over the last few years being on my own. A lot of fun, but... Sorry, there's a fly on my head somewhere. But I'm not really into that. I'd rather have a bacon sandwich, to be honest with you. But... even Hitler had a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? So... But I've just got very, very, very... I don't know, I was very... adamant about what I wanted. You know what I mean? Like, I was single through choice. But, you know, I needed the right person for me, I thought. And when you've had the best or something amazing in your life, you aren't going to, you know, settle, are you? Well, I'm not anyway. But I think I've got the right one now. As I say, think, because you don't know, do you? Like, anything can happen. Living between two different countries is difficult. But if it's meant to be, it'll be, won't it? But I certainly feel happy at the moment. I had a lovely time in England. The only downside to me being in England was hearing that William was unwell. But it's nice to be home and back with Remy and back with you guys and everything. And yeah, Nick, I hope you feel that. He said yesterday, I appreciate that so much, Dunk, and I love art. You know, so I must have said something that, you know, that he, I'm going to appreciated. So I don't want you to listen, right? Like, if you have any struggles or whatever, you can always comment on any of my videos. Don't be afraid to. You know what I mean? Or you can email me, dunk@coptalk.com. But I must stress this though as well. You never walk alone is the reason why I bring all these subjects into this, right? Otherwise, I would take it to my own personal YouTube channel. But you never walk alone is an important thing. Like, so if someone comes along and they're struggling, whatever it is in life, and you don't respond to that, then you're not really a Liverpool fan, are you? So that's why I make an effort. I mean, if you know, listen, if you've ever emailed me with, like, I don't know, a question about something, and it can take weeks, months to get a reply from me because I have so much going on. But when I see someone like that, you got to respond immediately because you don't know, do you? But what I'm trying to say here is, we might go into that and be all like, oh, you know, if you need a man hug, come to me. But at the same time, I absolutely have, you know, we have zero time for attention-seeking people that have no reason to be in a bad place, or they're not in a bad place. Where, you know what I mean? Man up! You're not allowed to even say it anymore. You know, like, yeah, all right, you've had a shit day, all right, but come on, there's people out there fighting for their fucking lives right now. Oh, I don't want to be around anymore. Well, there's plenty of people that'll switch fucking places with you that are fighting for their lives. So I want to make that really clear on here. We ain't no, like, tree-hugging, fucking candle-burning, flip-flop wearing fucking warriors around here. You know what I mean? There's too much of that today. Like, oh, if you need to talk to someone. Yeah, if you need to talk to someone, talk to them, but, like, get a fucking grip as well. You know, if it's something that's absolutely pathetic, then fuck that. We ain't got time for that, have we, guys? I felt bad enough yesterday talking about William fighting for his fucking life, and I'm there going, oh, I've got a bad sore throat. Do you know what I mean? No, we don't want no wet people around here. We don't want that. Anyway, I want to go now. My eggs, I think I'll turn my eggs off. They must have been on for the duration of this video, right? There we go. Do you know what I've not had since I've been back? A cup of tea. Oh, now get this, right? So this is my new kettle. We discussed this, didn't we, before I went away? Well, could I fuck get in it? Look at it, right? Look, so I'm down here like, well, you know, look, can't open the lid. Like, and then I said to my friend, because they made a cup of tea, and I went, how did you get it coming on? Just I couldn't be a woman, me. Or a gay. They said to press the button on the thing. I was like, all right. Girls, look, I know how to press the button. Are you? Oh, yes. 1 second. There we go. Right, let's get kettle on. Right, so that's the kettle. I don't even know how you turn it on. Is it that one? What blue lights on? We don't want no blue lights on, do we, guys? Oh, dishwasher's not been on either. I ain't got much of a selection on the cups. Yeah, that's a coffee cup. Just turn kettle off. Right, I'm off. I will regroup with you guys at 2 o'clock this afternoon. 2 o'clock live, okay? If you can't make 2 o'clock, we will be doing a live stream this evening. And yeah, I'll see you then. All right, so 2 o'clock this afternoon, all live on the watch along this evening. Can you hear Remy running around in the background? Okay, so if you appreciate this video, doesn't mean you endorse what's in this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're a bitter, miserable person that's got me in your head, please thumbs down the video. Drop me a comment. Let me know anything you want to talk about today in Liverpool, on the live stream or whatever. I'm sure William will appreciate any best messages. You know, I'm sure Neil will be relaying those. In fact, I think in the email that he sent me yesterday, let's have a look. He did say many thanks to everyone. So obviously whatever people are saying in the streams and the videos, you know, he's getting back to little William. So we love you, William. And that's it, guys. If you want to buy me a beer, I'm not fancying a beer, to be honest with you. I'm trying to be a good boy. Oh, there is football at the weekend, but I'm trying to be a good boy. I gained 4 pounds on my trip to England, but I've lost it since I've been back. Hey. If you want to buy me a coffee, you can hit the super thanks, that's the love art on the video, underneath the video. If it doesn't work or you want to use another method, please read the video description. You can also join us in the chat room, the newsletter, and connect with me on social media. It's all there in the video description. There's a lot of information there, all right? So, thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day, and we'll speak real soon. All right.